At Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, the New York Mets play the Atlanta Braves. Tomas Nido, second time in his career he's hit number 5. The last time was on the final day of the 2017 season. Peraza, Lee,
and Tucker Davidson, a rookie pitching for the Atlanta Braves, had fantastic numbers in the minor leagues in 2019. His ERA in AA and AAA was 2.15.
1-2 hit on the ground is short. Swanson on the backhand, and the throw across the diamond gets VR by a stride. And Lindor taps one back to the mound. Davidson quickly off to get it. And saved by Freeman for the second out. Oil and not much else. 2-2 coming, and the slider, he holds the swing, and he went around, strike 3. So Davidson's got his first strikeout on a 1-2-3 opening inning. The top 5 guys in the batting order went a combined 0 for 18.
Yes. Toyota numbers for Castro, who's been outstanding. This is his second opener start. Also started 2 times when he was in a Baltimore Oriole uniform.
And the slider in for a call, third strike, and Acuna knew it. Pilar met with Webb and reassured him. Grounded out to Pilar in the shift, and Freeman is thrown out for the second out. Tap back to Castro. He's got himself a 1-2-3 inning. Nice opening job. Maybe he'll get the second as well. No score after 1. And he strikes out Nido with a slider. 5 up and 5 down for Davidson. Peraza 0 for 5 last night, and he pops one up into shallow right. Angling it is Acuna to make the catch in fair territory. And that's 2 perfect innings for Tucker Davidson. No score in the second.
3 outings so far, Hunter. All 2 innings, all scoreless.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if this was the only cause, but he had a batting average of about 220 his last 2 seasons in the league.
Hunter strikes out Albies to start the second.
What it was like, he had experienced a comebacker that he took to the face as Francisco Lindor makes the play. Just able to get Swanson as he legged one down the first base line.
That's going to be challenged.
Yes, absolutely.
Looks for sure as though he was safe.
Walt Weiss on the phone.
Austin Riley homered for the only Atlanta run last night, and he hits one softly down to Alonso. He makes the play, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tommy Hunter. Pitching ascendant so far tonight. And he takes a slider for strike 3 call. You see the slider catch in the corner. Hunter's 0 for 4 in his big league career, and he pulls one on the ground into left field, a base hit. Tommy Hunter with his first big league hit, and the Mets dugout couldn't be happier. Now a fly ball by Fargas out to left field. And Ozuna is there to grab it, and that's the second out. So Janeshri Fargas, who had his first big league hit last night. That's driven in the air to left center field, pretty deep. Back goes Ozuna, looks up, and it's out of here. Jonathan Villar with a 2-run homer. 3rd home run of the season. Hunter gets to score a run, and Villar, with his 3rd home run, gives the Mets a 2-0 lead. 2-1 to Lindor, who had a comebacker his first time up, and he pulls one into left field for a base hit. So that time Davidson got a breaking ball up, and Lindor has the Mets' 3rd hit of the inning. And he grounds that one right at the second baseman, and Albies makes the play to end the inning, but the Mets take the lead on Jonathan Villar's 2-run homer. And he walks Contreras leading off the 3rd, so the Braves have their first base runner of the night. And the breaking ball in there for a call, strike 3. So the second strikeout for Hunter and the first out in the 3rd. Well, they go down the line with the bunt, and he strikes out. So with Villar putting pressure on him, Davidson tried to hit it by him and then couldn't make contact at all. Acuna goes down swinging on the curveball, and Hunter's got 3 strikeouts in a row after a leadoff walk. Foley last night with 3 more perfect innings. That's on the outside corner. Sam Holbrook punching out Alonso for the first out to experiment to see if it would work out. It's hit toward the hole. Great play by Swanson with the slide, and he throws out Nido. That's a neat play by Dansby Swanson, 2 down.
You know, we've seen a lot of this generation of shortstops like to make that play and jump and throw.
They had given them Jeff Reardon earlier. Fly ball to center field. Reddy has got it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Davidson. 2-0 Mets in the 4th.
The numbers for Robert Gsellman, pitched on Sunday in Tampa, struck out 2 in 1 inning.
And Freddie holds up on the high fastball, and that's ball 4. Second straight inning, the Braves have drawn a leadoff walk. That slider pops out of the middle of Nito, and Freeman takes off. That looked like a strike, but it was called a ball. And this one, Nito didn't even catch. 1-1 count to Ozuna, and another breaking ball hit up the middle. Peraza's got it. Now they got Freeman in a rundown. Peraza looking around. Now Gazelman finally puts on the tag, and Ozuna got to second base. So Freeman did a good job staying in the rundown long enough so that Ozuna could get the extra base and replace him at second. Science staff, whose job it is to keep guys on the field. Lifted out to left, shallow. In comes Dom to call all the way. And then he fakes Ozuna back to second, and that's the second out. In DeGrom's case, he's missed a couple of starts as Swanson strikes out to end the inning. And I have to think that in your day, and Lee strikes out. That's 5 strikeouts now for Tucker Davidson, because the Cubs felt as though they didn't really have a use for Maben, as there's ball 4 to Gazelman, so yet another Met pitcher is on base. Huascar Noah, that's hit on the right side, run down by Albies, and he'll get the out at first, but then Noah punched the dugout bench and broke his hand, and he stemmed the tide there. VR gets one off the fist, shallow center, and it's caught! Beautiful play. Dansby, Swanson coming together with Albies, and somehow Swanson was able to pick that off. That saved a run. Second terrific play by Swanson tonight. Halfway through, 2-0 New York. And Riley drives this one to right center field. Back in the gap goes Vargas, but it's out of here. And that's how the Braves got on the board last night on an opposite field home run by Austin Riley. His 5th of the year, and it's now 2-1.
Well, last night hit the same pitch out to right field, so you got to stay.
And a strikeout for Gazelman as he gets Contreras with the sinker. And Heredia pulls one down the line, and that's a base hit, chased by Dom Smith. And Heredia pulls in at second base with a 1-out double. 3-2, right down the middle, strike 3. So Davidson is a strikeout victim. Past the mound and right at Peraza near the bag. That retires the side. Home run by Riley cuts the Met lead in half. 2-1 after 5. I said it's still a developing pitch. That's hooked down the left field line by Lindor, and it goes one hop over the fence for a ground roll double. So Lindor has his second hit of the night. That time a breaking ball he could handle. Slap to the left side. Lindor will advance. Swanson tough play, and he goes to third, and Lindor is able to get back to the bag. 2-2 coming to Alonso. And Pete lifts one to center. That'll get a run in. Heredia makes the catch. Lindor speeds down the line. Alonso with a sacrifice fly to make it 3-1 New York.
Good at bat, Pete.
And he slashes one the other way. It's caught by Freeman on a hop. Gets the out at second, and the return throw for the double play. Hard hit ball by Nito, and Freddie Freeman showing off the gold, starting the 3-6-3, 3-1 Mets.
May has a good ERA, but he has struggled over his last 4 or 5 outings.
3-2 coming to Freeman, and he launches one to center field. Vargas goes back, but that ball's in the shrubbery. Number 12 for Freddie Freeman to get the Braves back within a run. One-two from May to Ozuna, and he struck him out with the slider. So there's the first out in the 6th. And Albies lofts one out to right center. Over in the gap goes Lee, diving, and he made the catch. Khalil Lee, welcome to the New York Mets. A brilliant diving catch by Khalil Lee to rob Ozzie Albies of extra bases.
Well, you can't teach speed, and Khalil Lee has that.
And Swanson watches the slider for strike 3 called. So May bounces back with some help from Khalil Lee.
Well, Jackson's got it out of the gate quick this year, and it mostly comes from he's not walking as many batters as he has in the past. Those are Land Rover numbers.
And the breaking ball in for strike 3 called. So Lee's still looking to make contact for the first time. That's driven to right field. It's deep, but playable for Acuna. He makes the catch to retire the side. Aaron Loop will be the 5th Met pitcher in this bullpen game.
Loop had to come in that Friday night game, right, to try to rescue the Mets. He got one out, but not the second one.
And Loop gets him looking at a fastball, and that's the first out in the home seventh. The high fastball. Swing and a miss, and Contreras out on strikes. Another fastball for the strikeout for Loop, who has back-to-back Ks. And he lofts one out to center, and Vargas is there to the warning track to grab it. That retires the side. 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Loop in the bottom of the seventh. Tyler Matzik, who was a real feel-good story for the Braves last year, has backed it up with a good start to this season. Breaking ball lined up the middle, a base hit for Vargas, and he's aboard to lead off the eighth. So Janeshwy Vargas has his second big league hit. Hit on the ground by VR to third, Riley to second for one, and Albies on to first for the 5-4-3 double play. Lindor bangs one on the ground. Albies shuffles over to get it, and that retires the side. That sends us to the bottom of the eighth inning. Familia coming in with the Mets up 3-2. That's lined into left center field. A base hit for Adrianza. He takes the turn. He's going to try for two. The throw to second by Vargas, and he's safe. Adrianza stretches a single into a double, and the tying runs at second with nobody out.
Boy, the ball was there in time. I don't know how Lindor missed the tag.
Lindor kept the tag on, and Adrianza was able to hang on to the bag. The only way that he's out is if he tagged his thumb on his left hand on the way by, but I don't think he did. And they uphold the call, so it's a double for Adrianza. And the tying run at second with nobody out, with Ronald Acuna coming up. Jerry's Familia worked a 1-2-3 inning last night and back for more tonight.
Yeah, he started with Freeman as his first batter last night. He starts one batter earlier now with Acuna Jr.
3-2 coming. He walked him. And now the tying and go-ahead runs are on base with Freddie Freeman coming up. 1-1. Grounds one on the right side. Grabbed by Lindor. He makes the tag, makes the toss. Double play. Francisco Lindor playing in the shift. There was no way he could throw the ball to second. There was nobody there. So he had to go for the tag on Acuna, got him, and threw out Freeman for the double play. And Ozuna breaks his bat and dumps it into right field for a base hit, and that'll tie up the game. Can you believe that? Shattered his bat. 0-2 to Albies. With the runner going, he swings and misses for strike three. And that'll do it for the Braves in the bottom of the eighth, but they tie it up. All right, Gary, we go to the ninth inning, and the Braves go to their closer, Will Smith, in a tie game.
Well, he leads them in saves, but he's had kind of an indifferent year.
And he swings and misses at the slider from Will Smith. And he bloops one and caught by Albies. 2 out. And Nito smacks one in the air to deep left center. Back goes Ozuna onto the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! The Mets take the lead in the ninth on a Tomas Nido home run. Nido left in the lineup because he's hot with the bat, and he delivers a huge home run with 2 out in the top of the ninth. His second home run of the season, and the Mets lead it 4-3. Only the second time in his career, and he was in the right spot. Peraza hooks one down the left field line toward the corner. That's a fair ball. That'll bounce up off the foul pole. That's a ground rule double, and Peraza will pull in at second base. So Peraza able to hook that breaking ball down the line, then keep it fair. And Lee goes down on strikes. Golden sombrero for him, but the lead for the Mets on the Nido home run. Now Diaz will try and make it stand up in the bottom of the ninth. 4-3 New York. First time this season for Edwin Diaz, pitching a third straight day.
Well, last night walked Freddie Freeman with 1 out, but then settled down.
Again, the 1-2 to Swanson, and he struck him out. So Swanson goes down on the slider 4 days in a row. I don't care. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Riley flailing at the slider. And Diaz has a pair of strikeouts to start the last of the ninth. And he pops one up into center field. Vargas is there, and the ball game is over. Diaz pitching a third straight day, throws a 1-2-3 ninth. Tomas Nido with the go-ahead home run in the top of the inning, and the Mets with back-to-back unlikely wins as they use a bullpen day to defeat the Braves, and they've taken the first 2 games of this series.